pocket coaching. So how can you draw to you more of what you want? Isn't that a great question? I'm sure it's not the first time I've asked that question or posed it, but I want to offer you something a little bit different today that's very fresh in my mind because it just happened yesterday and the past few days. And here's what it is. There's a lot of talk about frequency, vibration, one's energy, and how that is drawing to you your results. But I really saw that happen in practice yesterday and the past few days. So here's what happened. And then I'm going to give you some pointers where you could start applying this. So over the past couple of weeks, I have been really captivated by an idea. I've been thinking about it every day. I've just been getting excited about it. I've been making notes, and I just, not in a conscious, I'm going to do this type of thing way, but I just noticed I've been doing that. So it's all about a new program to help people become the thought leader in their area, in their field, or a thought leader, someone with influence, right? So I was thinking about who it would be for. It's obviously for someone who's achieved a certain degree of success in their industry, career, field already. Now they are ready to go to the next level. That next level is speaking on stages, being featured in the press. It's the recognition and acclaim, if you like, that is maybe has been missing for them, right? And it's having the influence and impact that they're now ready to have. So I was thinking about that, who it would be for. And I was thinking about exactly how I could help them, the certain practical things. There's a self-belief thing for sure. Every time we step up, we got to step up in our mind first of all. Every time we want an upgrade, you got to upgrade it in your mind first of all. Otherwise, you're just going to sabotage yourself. In other words, you got to believe, like really believe. Yeah, this is my time. This is my turn. Yes, yes, yes. So there's all of that. And then there's the practical stuff, like getting them a great talk so that they can deliver it comfortably and confidently in a relaxed conversational way, all of that. Getting them featured in the press perhaps, but just getting them that visibility so they can have that impact. So I was starting to think about all of that. Whoa, just getting so excited about it. And I hadn't actually got round to putting anything on a page or an email or reaching out to anyone and saying, hey, I've got this thing. I think it could be great for you. And there's nothing wrong with any of that, by the way. And I will be doing all of that. But I just didn't get round to it. But what I did do was get very excited about it and think about it a lot and get very aligned with it in every which way you like. So on Saturday, I did a VIP day with a client who's been with me for years, off and on. And it became so clear through the VIP day that this was her time, that she was ready to step up and bring about a change in her industry. Isn't that amazing? In other words, become a thought leader, which would require and entail and include speaking on stages, being featured in certain areas of the press, right? Then yesterday, I spoke to a client who I hadn't spoken to for at least 5 years, and it was her time. She's very successful in her business. It's been a tremendous success, and now it's her time to step up. Because here's the other thing. If one is a dynamic person, one needs to step up. One needs to do something different, right? You just got to. And then someone else, an absolute wonderful, lovely woman, again that I haven't spoken to for maybe 3 years, but who's certainly been a client with me from 15 years ago, got in touch and just said, hey, I think it's time for some more Fiona magic. And I looked at what she was doing. So time for her to step up. So here's my point. All of a sudden, that thought leader program has taken shape. There are 3 perfect people in it. And I didn't actually go out there and do any of the doing stuff that we all think is absolutely necessary. And it is a good thing to do, of course, and I will be doing all of that. But what I'm saying to you is this. In the first instance, you're going to get results really easily and organically and naturally by getting aligned in this way energetically, your frequency, to that which you want to create. And also what I would say to you is, even when you do take all that action, you're going to be successful when, and probably if only, you were also aligned in this vibrational way, in this emotional way, in this energetic way, in this frequency way as well. I really hope this is making sense. Because, and I know I've said this before recently, maybe you've had experience of this, but I definitely have had experience of, on one level, thinking something is a good idea and I should do that, and it could be very rewarding for my business. And I put something together and it's got all bells and whistles on it, and I put it out there, and actually nobody's interested, right? It just falls flat. And number one, if you really, really pay attention to your own response, what I noticed was a relief on my part. It's like I wasn't excited about it, right? I just wasn't excited about it. It seemed like a good idea on paper, but there was no enthusiasm from me behind it. So you've got to pay attention to the energy, the frequency, the motivation behind what you're doing. Because I believe that people can feel it. And my proof of that is in the past couple of days. People feeling, without me saying anything, or doing anything, but just people feeling it, picking up on it. So here are some pointers for you. And I do want to read you a little quote before we finish at the end. I think is so good that I came across this morning as well. But here's what to think about. Number one, think about what it is that you would like to create, right? So get that clear first of all, and then most importantly, check that you're excited about it, right? You don't want to be doing that thing that I've done, putting it together on paper and actually not checking in with how you feel about it. So how you feel about it really is the most important thing. Are you excited? Are you fired up? And then the next thing to think about is, who would this be perfect for, right? My thought leader program is obviously not for everyone. It's for a certain person at a certain stage in their career. And that means that at a certain age, they're probably 50 plus, right? 90% they're 50 plus. I won't go into detail, but you see what I mean? You've got to get clear on who it's for. Because the clearer, the more specific you are, the better in every which way. Now, you've got to also think about the price point, because what we want to do is remove any blocks within you to this starting to happen, right? So you've got to get clear on the sort of price point this would be, and also clear that that's a tremendous value. So we just want to make sure there's no glitches in your frequency, right? You've got to get clear on that. And then you've got to get clear on why you. What makes you so ideal to offer this service. Now, I'm not bigging myself up now, but I'm just going to share with you what went through my mind when I addressed this question. I genuinely thought, well, yeah, I'm perfect to offer that because I've done all of that, right? I've got the book.